connect, talking the talk with Kate and Jim, and walking the walk, just listening. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jim always keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping. Perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jim always keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue and let you stop rubbing, or she's flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping. Always keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping.
Welcome back to the channel. Mr. Chang is there. He's there. We're playing hide and seek. Hope everyone's well. It's been a while since we've been back, but we are back. And I want to just first of all say thank you to everyone in the community that reached out and wrote on my mental health update. It's very much appreciated. And lovely Moondog as well, who sent me some more Christmas coasters this morning, which put a massive smile on my face. So thank you to everyone in the community. It really means a lot, but hope everyone's doing well. I'm joined as always on a Friday for the Premier League predictions. Thank God the Premier League back, by Jimbo, by lovely Jess and lovely Mr. Chang as well. Jimbo, first of all, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right, darling. Yeah, just can't wait to talk about Leeds and Tottenham.
He's vile, isn't he, Jess? He's absolutely vile. Jess hasn't been hiding. She's been streaming as usual. But it is the first time that Jess and Jimbo have spoken since Spurs narrowly beat Leeds.
I thought I wouldn't glow and message her. I thought, see if she messages me, but the lovely Jess didn't message me. I was very, very upset. But I did cry a little bit when she didn't message me.
Jess, how you doing, my lovely?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you.
Good to hear. And Mr. Chang, how are you doing? Looking vibrant in turquoise today.
I've had better weekends, but I'm definitely feeling very much rejuvenated. And the rest has certainly done me a world of good since the last round of Premier League matches. I think we're going to match week 8 now. Absolutely looking forward to a week of weekend domestic league football to take my mind off some personal matters. But always will be glad to be back here on the perfect match. Absolutely cannot wait to let this weekend get underway. And without further ado, let's get the show underway. And it's always back to you, Miss Kate.
Thank you, Chang. I hate international break. I'm going to put my hands up and say, I don't think I watched. Did we watch any of the England games, Jim? I can't even remember.
I watched the first one, Wales.
Oh, it's so. I mean, everyone's raving about England. I know for someone who will have watched them all. Jess, are we looking that good? Did you watch them?
No, I watched Egypt and I watched Ivory Coast. So let's taste it, all England games.
You could have
Yes.
always watched the rerun of the Leeds game.
Any horrible.
Do you know
Honestly.
what? I don't even think Leeds were that bad, you know.
Well,
Can't
look,
give you
let's
a game-ish.
Jim, let's start there. In fact, let me say hello to who's in the chat. We've got Naomi in the chat. Big up to you. Lazy A. Nick is here, my lovely. Hope you're well. Anthony is here as well. Good to see you. Lovely Lou is here. Make sure you sub to her channel right there. Spill the tea,
I
Lou.
subbed this morning, Lou.
Yeah, Man United fan, but she speaks the truth. Anthony saying morning to Jess and Chang. This day I did hear top of the, oh no, the Arsenal fans are out in full singing top of the league. Football's a wonderful escape from real life. Yes, it can be, that's for sure. But Jimbo, before we move on to anything, I'm gonna let you say your little piece on the Tottenham Leeds game, because we haven't streamed since then. And obviously Tottenham narrowly beat Leeds 2-1.
Narrowly.
Well, 2-1. Yeah, it was narrow.
Well, it's a bit of a bum kicking, really, wasn't it? But no,
Well,
Leeds.
Why were the 3-0 hammering, funny enough?
Let me finish. No, Leeds they were tough. They were tough to beat. They got some big, strong players in their team that made it hard for us. But look, at the end of the day, cream always rises to the top. So no, I think we had a little bit too much skill for you, Jess. You were tough to beat. I'll be honest, right? It was a hard game without any shadow of a doubt. But look, I saw people online, and I saw some of these pundits talking it down a little bit, right? That it's only Leeds. What a load of bollocks! They haven't lost there in 14 months, right? I mean, it's. I don't know how they can talk it down. At the end of the day, if it would have been a draw, no one could have screamed and shouted about it. But we went on to win it, and it's I think for Tottenham, it was a really good win. You know, to take that record away from them and to win before the international break. So for me, it was a really good win. And all the joking aside, I thought that they played really well. I wouldn't want to play them every week anyway.
Do you put your hands up, Jim, and admit that you actually underestimated Leeds?
No, I didn't underestimate them.
Yes, you did. You said we'd win 3-0.
Yeah, I just love giving it a big one because I love my club. But I didn't underestimate it. When you and me was talking, Kate, I did say to you, I knew it was going to be a hard game. Look, if they haven't lost there for 14 months, they haven't lost there for 14 months for a reason, right? It's not because they're shit, because a shit team don't lose. They don't hold a record like that. You know, there's not many teams that you can say haven't lost at home for 14 months. So, you know, I knew it was going to be a tough game, but I just love giving it a big one.
I mean, Jess, when I watched Leeds, I said to Jim, this team should not be going down. They look like they've got more than enough to stay up. Was you pleased? Was you pleased with the way Leeds played?
Yeah, I just think the quality shown regarding Leeds, like Tottenham, just finishing. I thought we did give you a game, to be fair. I thought we were unlucky to come away with a draw, but you scored 2 and we only scored 1. But I did think Vicario made some good saves right at death, to be fair. But I was quite happy with that performance. I wasn't like, because there were me, there were Vicario, there were Drula, James, and even they said it. So I thought it was a decent game, but the quality just shown in the finishing. But I was happy with that performance, and if we can carry on with that, hopefully we'll stay up this season. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry, big up Moondog. Thank you so much for my gift this morning of my Christmas coasters. It really put a smile on my face. Thank you very much, and for the super chat as well. Bless you. You're very sweet.
I'm using one already. It doesn't have to be Christmas in this house.
Yeah, no, we've got the coasters out. I've got one up here. I've got the Robin up here, and I've got the gingerbread woman downstairs. But Chang, just finishing off with you, what did you make of Leeds Spurs? Seems like ages ago.
As the result goes, and also as the way the game went, I think it was a game of fine margins. If you to look at the goals that we scored, both of them came off deflections. Mathis got a very fortunate deflection that pulled the keeper, and I thought Kudus himself got a lucky deflection as well. I can't remember whose scarf it went off, but it came off someone's scarf who was trying to dive in the way. And the Vicario goal, well, I think the less said about that for Spurs fans, the better. I still wish he would be able to palm it away to safety, but that's the way the game goes. So it's a fine margins, but it's a win for us nonetheless. We've broken that hoodoo however many games or however many years it's been since we last won just before an international break. We go again, we regroup. But yeah, I think there's a lot of positives to be taken from it. An away win, and more importantly, 3 points is not something to be sneered at, however plucky, however fortuitous, and however the team gets it. I would gladly take those 3 points, however they come. But that's a fortnight ago, so all that's in the past now. We look forward to match week 8, which I believe it's against Villa at home on a Sunday at, let's see now, 2 p.m. It's going to be a 2 p.m. afternoon kickoff, so there's something to look forward to. And yeah, my final thoughts on that Leeds United game. I still feel I will stand by what I said on El Cel Cocorel the day after at noon on Sunday, where I told Jose Garcia that, yeah, I still strongly believe that Leeds United have more than what it takes to stay up. I believe that they are going to be one of the surprise teams, much like Sunderland, to stay up top. And yeah, I think the big test now awaits Leeds United against Burnley. I believe it's going to be tomorrow at, let's see, it's 3 p.m. There's a 3 p.m. kickoff for Leeds United tomorrow against Burnley. So if they can even, carry on from that narrow home defeat to Spurs at Ellen Road a fortnight ago, I believe they should be able to avoid defeat at Turf Moor against Burnley. Having said that, back to you, Miss Kate.
Thank you, Chang. Yeah, I agree with everything you said. Moondog, you're such a sweetheart. Says you're welcome next month. Yours and Jimbo's Christmas mugs will be on its way with love from Moondog. I shall put your site again on the community page because Moondog does some amazing football mugs and stuff, which are great for Christmas. So when I finish the show, I shall put your site back up on the post. But you're too kind and too generous. Thank you very much. And Matt's here as well. Can I just
say, look, for anyone who wants to get someone a nice little present, right? The mugs and the coasters are fantastic.
They are
fantastic just to buy someone a nice gift.
The Europa League mugs are brilliant.
Yeah.
And they, Jimbo, we don't use them. We've got them on display.
Yeah, we've got them on display in the front room. They are absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, so I shall share that link as well. I thought before we do the predictions, we would have a look at the Premier League table as it stands at the moment. Arsenal sitting at the top of the league, unfortunately. How long will it last? We don't know. Liverpool second, 1 point behind. Tottenham third, and Bournemouth as well, 2 points behind. Jim, is it too early to say? I mean, obviously they've put Arsenal as title favourites now. Man City in a bit of form. Liverpool, you've got to think that they're going to click in eventually. What's your thoughts on how the table's sitting?
Well, my thoughts is that anyone who's up there can win it, including us. Right? Don't you laugh and choke on your tea. Why can't we win it? I
spilled my drink then because you said
Why can't we win it? Everybody laughs when I say it, right? But we're up in third, right? We're 2 points behind the leaders, right? We've only lost one game, haven't lost in Europe, right? Haven't lost in a cup yet. We're doing well. So why can't, if we just got to keep going, take it a game at a time, see where we are after every game?
Yeah.
That's what we've got to do.
I mean, Jess, what's your thoughts on, first of all, the top? Because obviously you've got a vested interest in Liverpool, and also, I suppose you'll take Leeds finishing there if the season was to end tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd snap your hand off for Leeds. And Liverpool are just going through a bit of a sticky patch at the minute. It is what it is. They haven't been good enough in the last 3 games to win the games. And hopefully, international break come at right time for Liverpool, and we can kick on Sunday against Man U.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It's all about winning games, innit? Putting ball in back at net. And they have been poor in the last 3 games. Leeds, if they finish there, I'll snap your hand off. But I'd take where Nottingham Forest is as well. As long as we stay up, I'd be very happy with that.
Yeah, big up Moondog with the third super chat saying I'm with you, Jimbo, that we're going to win the league. Bless you both.
Look, don't say bless you both, right? All the time we're there, right? Every game that goes by, we see how we're doing, right? But we keep winning. Then why can't we be there at the end and be fighting for it? And people laugh, but why not? You know?
I said you'd finish in top 4 and everybody laughed at me.
Yeah. Look, it's just post-traumatic stress disorder with me, I think. I don't like to be too optimistic. Arsenal podcast saying who's top of the league, asking for a friend. Absolutely shameless. Chang, what's your thoughts? You know, is this going to be Arsenal's year? So many pundits are now saying, I really think this is going to be Arsenal's year. What's your thoughts?
I mean, I will just carry on from what I said before the international break when we did match week number 7 on the 3rd of October. Let's wait and see. Let's wait a few more months, preferably by Christmas or even the New Year's, to see how the league table shapes up. You must remember it's only 7 games and it's still very tight at the top. But I will say this about the teams in the top 5 or top 6. All those teams that you're seeing here on the screen, the top 6, the Woolwich, Liverpool, Spurs, Bournemouth, City, and even Palace, they are where they are because of the way they have played in their first 7 matches. I mean, if you ask me, Bournemouth deserve where they were. You just have to see the way they outplayed us at home, how they thoroughly deserve that win against us on a home ground, despite them, sitting 1 rung below us in 4th. And City have had a stop-start season, but you can never write them off, never write Pep Guardiola off. And Palace, I think, are the surprise package. A lot of people were expecting Palace to struggle without Eze. Well, they've done anything but that. And I think this is going to be one of those seasons, and I'll say this again, like what I did at the beginning of this season. It's not about which team lasts the longest or rather which team is able to go the distance. It's which team affords the least mistakes in their league games. I will go back to that season where Leicester City won the Premiership, and I think this season is going to be pretty much the same. Do not be surprised if Bournemouth find themselves in and about that top 4 with about 4-5 match weeks to go. They might even be surprise candidates for a top 2, even a top 3 finish. So I think it's still very much an open season, which for the neutrals, it's fantastic to watch. Believe me when I say this. I think this is going to be a good advertisement for the Premiership, and I think it might even come down to which club has the least international players on their roster. And the reason why I say this also goes back to what I said a fortnight ago. The team where the players aren't really invested in the World Cup in the summer, they are the ones who have players who have absolutely nothing to lose. They aren't vying for a place in their national setup to head to the World Cup in the Americas. So that is, I think, going to be a major factor. I see that Egypt has already qualified. So I think Mohamed Salah would be wise to not exert himself too much before the end of the season, seeing as this might be his final World Cup with Egypt. And I'm so glad. If there's anything that I would take from Son leaving, if there's one positive I'll take from Son leaving, is that he can do whatever he wants to do now in America. Not that I don't care, not that I care less what he does, but without him in the squad, I think it actually frees up playing time for our 3 Musketeers. And I go back to those 3 Musketeers I mentioned. It's actually not Kudus, forgive me, during the pre-match pump-up against Leeds. It's actually Kolo Muani. Kolo Muani is that final French player that makes up our 3 Musketeers of Odegaard, Tel, and Muani. So they might be our surprise package. So yeah, I think this is going to be a very, very tight and interesting season. So let's just see which of these clubs slips up the least and which clubs has the least amount of World Cup bound players, which might benefit them in the long run. Having said that, back to you, Miss Kate.
Yeah, I think you're right. The World Cup's going to have its own effect, but yeah, congratulations to England, obviously, for getting through. Moondog saying, as far as I'm concerned, the quad is on. Thank you for the super chat. Jimbo's getting very excited at
Well,
these super chats, Moondog.
Look, someone just put squad depth, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, there's last season we had an extraordinary amount of injuries, right? So this season we might go through the season with only a couple of injuries here and there, right? And someone like Arsenal or Liverpool could go through the season and get what happened to us last season could happen to them. You never know. That's why I never really count. I never really look and think to myself, oh, injuries, because you don't know what's going to happen with that. But I think our squad depth is decent at the minute. It's not as good as we want it to be, but it's decent. You know, if you can keep certain players fit, which I think we can do with some of the games that are coming and going. You know, you can leave them out for half a game, and I mean it helps, and they're then playing all the minutes. So it's a lot of it does depend on injuries. But what's to say we're going to get loads of injuries? Nothing.
Yeah.
And what's to say that Arsenal are or not? You know, that's just that's in the hands of the gods.
Massive big up to Sava and Wolfie Coglu for the raid. Thank you very much. I agree, Lou. If Arsenal gets Semenyo, I'm going to be absolutely devastated. And he will look disgusting in red and white. Disgusting. Big up to Tottenham. Tom says, good to have you back, guys. It's good to be back. Destiny 5's here. Subdue Lights here. Thanks again, Sava. Wolfie got cooked. That's what we like to hear. It's not hard to cook a Forest fan at the minute, let's be fair. Big up, Marianne. Good to see you. Hello to Fiona. Yeah, please do smash the like button. It does help the channel. I always forget to ask, but please do. I'm feeling much better, Nikos. Thank you for asking. Jano, Keith, Ian, welcome everyone coming in. First game of the weekend is tomorrow lunchtime, Jimbo. Talking of Wolfie and Wolfie's raid, it is Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea. Now, we was watching Gabby Abgonlahor and Jamie O'Hara talking about this morning, and apparently there's always Chelsea have had the most goals scored in any match. Like, they've got the most goals in matches this season out of any team, and these two tend to bring up a lot of goals. So what do you fancy for this one, Jimbo? The highlight.
It's not a Wolfie raid; it's a Sava raid. Because I'm sure if it Wolfie, he wouldn't send all his people over to a Spurs channel because he hates Spurs. So thank you, Sava.
Yeah, thank you, Sava, and thank you, Luco, for becoming a new member as a new subscriber as well. Very much appreciated. But yeah, Forest Chelsea. Well,
Forest. I mean, look for Wolfie, he calm as a bitch, you know, because he was taking a piss out of us last season and laughing about Ange, and look what's happened. So that's why it's always good to keep your mouth shut. I'm not one of these ones. I don't hate Forest, right? I always liked Forest, right, before, but it's kind of when I hear Wolfie talk about Spurs, it makes me want them to lose, right? I never really had a problem with Forest before Wolfie talking about Tottenham. I don't think that Forest are as bad as their results, Kate, because I've watched them a couple of times, and all right, and they haven't looked terrible. I don't think they've looked really bad, you know. Forest at home, I think maybe they could get something out of it. I'm a bit on the fence here, really. I'm going to go with a draw. I'm going to go with that Forest are going to get something out of this game. I'm going to go 1-1. I think they'll pick up a point in this game.
I better just recap that last week, Chang, with his 2-1s and 1-1s, stormed last week because Jess and I only got 5 points. Jim got 8, and Chang got 13 points last weekend. So the scores on the doors are Jess with 41, Jimbo with 43, me with 47, and Chang has stormed into the lead with 48 with his tried and tested 2-1s, 1-1s, you know, the sneaky little what's it, has sneaked into first place. So we've all got to, you know, pull our socks up and get our fingers out. And,
No,
Jess is lost. It won't last, Jess. Jimbo always finishes last, except when I don't want him to. Forest, Chelsea, Jess. What do you fancy for this one?
Well, if there was one game where you can pretty much almost call the result before the kickoff whistle has been blown, I think this would be the tie to pretty much write off Wolves' chances of even getting anything at home. The last time all of us, gathered for match week 7, I made a point to point out that Ange Postecoglou has only won one. Ange Postecoglou has only won one competitive match in his last 10 games. That one competitive win has now come to 11 games after that loss to, I believe it was Newcastle, the previous match week. So I think if Ange Postecoglou can even get a draw, I think it'll be a very, very credible draw, seeing as how Chelsea won comfortably against Liverpool. That was a bit of a surprise, honestly, but I think they were well-deserved winners against Liverpool. And I think Chelsea would be looking to press on. Chelsea wants to build on the momentum of beating the title holders by coming away with all 3 points. This would be only one of 2 away wins for me in all of match week 8. It's going to finish Nottingham Forest 1, Chelsea 2.
The trusty 2-1. He's at it again. Jess, what about you? What do you fancy for this one?
3-1 Chelsea, please.
Wow. 3-1. I have gone for Nottingham Forest 2, Chelsea 3. And that was Gabby Abgonlaho's prediction. So I've gone with Gabs and gone with a 3-2 Chelsea win. I think, Jim, if he gets a draw, even though it's at home, I think if he gets a draw against Chelsea, that would be humongous. He couldn't get anywhere near Chelsea when he was our manager. We never beat him. So we'll see.
Can I change my score?
Yeah. If you want to be a flip-flop. It's your choice. Flip-flop or keep to the same score?
No, I'm going to be a flip-flop.
Go on. Come on then, flip-flop.
Well, I'm listening to all you, Lauren. I think you...
Jimbo is king of the flip-flops.
I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea.
Flip-flop. Nick says it. Big up everyone. Flip, Jim. I think that should be flip-flop. But honestly, you're a disgrace. You are an absolute disgrace, Jimbo. First scores and you've changed it. You're a disgrace. And part of me really hopes it's 1-1 now. I'm just going to put it out there. Marianne says at least 3-0 to Chelsea. Wow. They've got to find some consistency, Chelsea, if they're going to cement their place in the top 4. But then we've got Jess. I'll come to you first. We've got Brighton versus Newcastle. Tough match.
2-1 Brighton.
Ooh, interesting. That's a good scoreline. I hope that happens. I'm guessing there's going to be a 2-1 coming from Chang, but we'll see. Chang, what do you fancy for this game?
As I mentioned in the earlier prediction, Newcastle United will be looking to build on their 2-0 win at home against Forest with yet another victory, this time on the travels. Brighton themselves were lucky, I believe. They'll even get a point away at Wolves the previous weekend. This would be my second and final away win for match week 8. It's going to finish Brighton and Hove Albion 1, Newcastle United 2.
Okay. Yeah, of course. I forgot to mention that Chelsea are without Cole Palmer for 6 weeks. So he will miss the game against Spurs, which is lovely news. Not that I wish he was injured or anything, but it's still nice news. Mama Floss is going with her boys. Away the lads to go 2-1 to the tune. Nick's, we like to have Chang's running commentary. It wouldn't be Chang without his running commentary. 3-1. Says Twisted Bubba. I have gone for a 2-2 draw with this one. I didn't know what to do, so I went for a Desmond. Jimbo, what do you fancy?
That's why I fancy Kate 2-2.
Sure you don't want to change it? Want to phone a friend?
No,
Sure?
for 2-2, yeah. I had that in my head.
Okay. Then we've got to come to the expert first on the next one, really, because it's Burnley versus Leeds. And, you know, Jesse's boys be looking to upset Scotty Parker's team.
2-1 Leeds.
Oh, 2-1 to Leeds. What's their record like against Burnley? Because they obviously faced each other last year.
We lost.
Oh, shit.
We lost.
Who's at home? Burnley's at home.
Yeah.
The Betters won the Ellen Road last season. Yeah, 2-1. There will be a low block, but I just think we'll have enough just to scrape it over the line. Fingers crossed. That's a game we should be looking at winning, though, Kate. You know what I mean? Like Tottenham, you know, we know we were going to lose. Whereas this one, we do need to be picking up points. So 2-1. Fingers crossed.
I hope you're right.
Friday.
Yeah, I hope you're right. I did feel sorry for Leeds against us, to be honest. I think he was unlucky.
What's up with you? Bollocks to Leeds when they're playing us.
I can't help. Yeah, but what I mean is, Jimbo, I'm not like you. I can take off my Tottenham hat, and from
I don't feel sorry for no one when they play us. I
felt like I felt sorry for you if we'd have won. So I'm in agreement with Jim.
I just think Leeds deserve something out of that game. They worked so hard, but
talk to that woman. I want to smash everybody when we play them. I don't care.
We didn't win.
I thought you was going to say I'm going to smash you in the face. Then I was going to call the police. Mr. Chang, Burnley Leeds. What do you fancy for this one?
Both these teams need the points, and they need the points badly. Burnley find themselves in the bottom three. Leeds United just hovering above that bottom three, and I believe they should have enough to avoid defeat. Although on their travels, I believe the Claret and Blue will want to turn up in force this weekend to avoid defeat, having lost to Aston Villa on their travels in match week 7. This would be my first of 4 draws for match week 8, and this is going to finish 1 apiece between Burnley and Leeds United.
Chang, I have gone exactly the same scoreline. I literally have no idea who's going to win it. So I've gone for a 1-1. If Leeds play like they did against us and Burnley play like they did against us, then Leeds should win it comfortably. I've gone for 4. What do you fancy?
Yeah, it's a bit different playing us to Leeds, Kate. Let's be fair.
Honestly,
I'm going to go 1-1.
Do you know what, Jess? When we eventually meet you, I want you to slap Jim straight round the chops.
Oh, lovely. I'll pull my chances and pants down and smack my bum.
Honestly. Big up to Paul. Good to see you again. Another one who reached out to me from the community. Thank you very much. It's good to be back.
And Nick did, didn't they, as well?
Yeah, Nick did. Like I say, I'm grateful to everyone who wrote a comment or message me or whatever. Buster says stats: Burnley leads in the English Premier League. Burnley have only beaten Leeds once. Record lower leagues not flash either for Burnley home versus Leeds. Interesting. Like I say, I don't really know. That's why I've gone for a draw.
That's our stats, man.
Yeah. Nikos says Leeds away results are terrible. It's at home they're strong.
Yeah, that really, because we bet Wolves. We lost to Fulham 1-0. I won't say as away we're that bad, to be fair.
No, I mean, look, I don't think I don't know. I'm not, like I say, a Leeds fan, but I don't think that any of your results have been absolutely terrible.
Other than Arsenal, which were a bad result, 5-0, I think we've been more or less in games away from home.
Yeah.
We bet Wolves. We lost to Fulham from our own goal in 93rd minute. So I don't think it's been that bad.
I'm convinced Leeds won't go down.
I don't think you will. I don't think you will either. This is probably, I think this is going to be an absolutely epic game. I really hope it's as good as I think it's going to be. Chang, Crystal Palace versus Bournemouth, 2 teams that are massively overachieving at the minute.
Well, this is where I believe one of these teams is going to want to capitalize on their form and I can only I will see. I believe there should be one winner in this game between Palace and Bournemouth. I was going to go for another ball draw, but I think this is a game where the home team would want to, make Oliver Glasner proud. And as much as I think Bournemouth should have enough in the tank as well to avoid defeat, seeing as both these teams are in the top six, they want to consolidate their places in the top six. I will be siding with the home team in this game. This would be my first home win for match week 8. It's going to be Palace 2 and Bournemouth 1.
Oh, another 2-1 for Chang. Big up to our friend and Arsenal fan, Vinders, saying big up Jimbo, Kate, Jess, Chang. Come on, crappy United and Villa. Oh, and I was calling you a friend then. 2-1 United by deflected bum goal by Virgil. No, by VGV. Who's that?
Must be a player that Vindaloo's made up.
In his own net.
You mean Virgil van Dijk, VVD?
Yeah,
Vindaloo.
maybe. And 3-0 Villa demolition job and 2-1 lead. Smash the likes for this lovely group. Thank you for the super chat, Vinders, even though you're calling for our team to lose.
That Van de Ven is he talking about?
No, because it's United versus Liverpool. He says 2-1 United by deflected bung goal by VGV. Virgil Gan Bike. Maybe that's who we read. But yeah, that should be a good game. Chang, I've gone with you for Palace Bournemouth. I have gone for a 2-1 home win. I think Palace will just nick it. But then you've got the likes of Semenyo at Bournemouth, so anything can happen. Jimbo, what oh yeah, look, we've got another flip-flop in the house. Jimbo, what do you fancy for Palace Bournemouth?
First of all, tink you for the super chat.
Vindaloo.
And obviously Moondog, who always gives a super chat. I'm going to go 2-2.
Desmond for Jimbo.
I think they're both solid teams. I don't think either one will finish in the top 6. Maybe Palace might finish 6, but I think they're both solid teams.
So you think Palace, if out of the two, will finish higher than Bournemouth?
I think so. Yeah, I think that they're both. But I think they'll both be in the top 10 without any doubt. But I don't think either one of them will finish in the top 6.
I'll be amazed if this time next year, if Glasner will still be at Palace. I think he'd have been nabbed by a big side.
Is he not signing a new contract, Kate?
It doesn't matter. It don't mean anything, does it? It just means they've got to pay more money, whoever wants him. Jess, what about you? Palace, Bournemouth?
2-1 Bournemouth.
Oh, 2-1 Bournemouth. Well, we've got all bases covered. We've got home, draw, and away wins. So
yeah, but this is last in the league. So
what's that?
Jesse's last in the league and shit. I mean, it's
Do you know what? He's only saying that because he's always last. He was so happy that he's not
That's
last.
why she brought me on, so I didn't come. That's why I come before last, so you didn't have to.
Agreed, Jimbo. Bournemouth will lose Semenyo in January, and then they struggle. Glasner won't be there, and neither will Semenyo for Bournemouth. Yeah, I think there's a lot. They're both good calls. Then Jimbo, we've got Haaland FC versus Everton. How do you see this one going? Obviously, Erling Haaland's a little bit unstoppable at the minute.
Do you know what? Right, I've seen people writing off. I've seen the pundits writing off Man City for the title. I don't see how people can do that. I really don't. You know, City can kick in and go and win 15 games on a row. You know, I'm going to go 3-1 Man City.
3-1 Man City. Where is Jimbo? Jess, do you agree?
Yeah, same score prediction as Jim. 3-1 City.
3-1. Mr. Chang, are you keeping with the trend or going for something different? Chang, you're on mute. Either that or my ears have popped.
Yep, sorry. Yeah, I muted that earlier. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, I will be keeping the trend that it's going to be a City win. Although I think Everton are going to give City a run for their money. You must remember, Everton came away winners over Palace the last time Everton played in the league. although it was a rather fortuitous Jack Grealish goal. I think is one to look out for. And Jack Grealish being back at the City ground with Everton is going to be something I think to look out for.
According
It
to
will
Nick,
be a City win.
Grealish isn't
He can't
playing.
play. He
That's
can't
what
play
people
because
say,
of loan. He
right.
can't play against your parent club.
Ah, okay. Sorry, Tan, carry on.
No problem, no problem at all. Thank you for bringing that up because I think City will have enough in the tank to win, but it's going to be a close game. This will be by second 2-1 home win for match week 8. It's going to finish Man City 2, Everton 1. Back to you, Miss Kate.
I've gone with Jess and Jimbo and gone for 3-1. Yeah, I just think City at home are going to be too strong.
There's a lot of difference between Everton, Bournemouth, and Palace. I think Everton.
No.
I think they're going to be a hard team to beat this year for many clubs, same as Bournemouth and Palace. I don't see there's a lot of difference between them. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't like Moyes, but he's a good manager. He's a real solid manager, isn't he?
They're going to miss Jack Grealish, though, massively, with him not being able to play. But look, we shall see. Sunderland Wolves is the next one. Chang, I'll come to you first. What do you fancy for this one?
Again, much like the City Everton game, I can see the home team winning this, although it's also going to be one of those close margins, a game of close margins. Sunderland, well, good on them for bucking the trend. The promoted team is trying to stay up, although I believe the last time they played, they were unlucky to have lost away on the travels, this time to United. It took maybe only half an hour for United to see out that victory. And Sunderland will be looking to put that to rights this time around at home against Wolverhampton Wanderers. My third home victory for match week 8 is going to finish Sunderland 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1.
Okay, I've gone for a 2-0 Sunderland win. I haven't even given Wolves a goal this one. I think Sunderland will win this comfortably. Jimbo, what's your thoughts on this one?
I think a lot of people underestimate Wolves.
Well, we did.
I'm going to go 1-1.
1-1. I think it's because Sunderland are good at home. Stadium of Light's quite a hard place to go. It always has been. Naomi's going 3-0 to Sunderland. Jess, what are you thinking?
2-1 Sunderland.
Same as Chang. Okay. So we all fancy, none of us fancy Wolves to win. Oh, next game. Oh, please let there be an upset with this one. Fulham versus Woolwich, Jimbo. Oh, I can't cope if they win this. I mean, Fulham are a good side. They're a decent team. There is a chance of an upset.
Well, they're decent at home. They're decent at home.
Yeah.
So, I can't see Arsenal losing many games this season. Honestly, they just they're very, very strong, aren't they? But they might pick up some draws. I can't see them losing many games, Kate, to be honest. I'm going to go. I've got to go 2-1. Arsenal. It's games like this. Like I said to you last week about them dropping points on the lower teams, and they I can't see them really doing that this season. And
they
for
do
them,
look good.
Yeah, mate. Fulham are a lower team, so I'm going to go 2-1 to scrape it.
Destiny 5. Let's pray you're right. Big up Joey. Says they're always strong till January and high. By the way, hi Joey. Jess, what do you fancy? Do you think Woolwich could slip up, or are they too good?
No, I've gone 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal.
See what David Clark's put.
He's put Fulham 0, Arsenal 0. Fulham will just keep kicking the balls into the River Thames till they run out of balls. Chang, what do you fancy for this one?
I fancy Marco Silva to do Craven Cottage crowd when Woolwich come visiting. It is a London derby, and this would be the one game I really do hope that both teams cancel each other out with one goal apiece between Fulham and Arsenal. Although for me, I think anything more than a single point at home at Craven Cottage against Woolwich would be a massive bonus. But it is Marco Silva. It is a London derby. Anything can happen. Which is why I'm going and sticking with my 1-1 draw, Miss Kate.
Yeah, I've actually gone with Jess and Jimbo and gone 2-1 Arsenal, but it makes me feel like I need a shower. I just feel dirty even saying it, but I just can't see them slipping up. They look the best team at the minute.
That's because you are. That's because you are dirty.
Oh, for God's sake. They look like such a good team, and it really pains me to say it, but they do. But talking about another good team, Jimbo, moving swiftly along.
This is a smashing. Going to absolutely smash them smithereens. 4-0. Spurs. 4-0. Why are you laughing?
I want to know where 4 goals are coming from in this top team.
From our team.
Like who?
Whatever Mr. Boxer is smoking, I want some. I need some of whatever he's smoking.
Oh, all right.
With the weekend which I'm having, I need that in loads.
I said 4-0.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing, by the way.
Good, Chang.
Yeah. I think we need to build on the away win against Leeds United with another win. Although I think it's going to be another one of those games of very close calls and tight margins. Either one of these teams is capable of winning this game by a single goal, be it Villa or Spurs. I really do hope it's us. I am hoping that Vicario keeps a clean sheet at home. I think it'll do his confidence a world of good. Although Villa aren't a team to be sneered at. Unai Emery especially, he's trying his utmost best, I believe, to right a lot of wrongs right now over at Villa. I'm still fancying us to win at home, which is why this would be my third of only 4 home wins for match week 8. It's going to finish Spurs 2, Villa 1.
2-1. Jess, what do you make of this one? I think this is a really, really tough game.
Agreed, but I'm going to go 3-1 Tottenham.
See? 4 goals. Should have added the 1 onto the 3. You'd have been right.
Oh, apparently Watkins is out. That would be nice. What did you say there, Jimbo?
She said 3-1. She should have took the 1 off them and added it onto us and 4-0, and then she would have been right.
I just don't know how you think that Tottenham could score 4 goals in a game.
Did we not finish 4-0 last time?
Yeah, but we had people that could score goals.
Well, we got people all over the park who score goals. We've got defenders that score goals, midfielders score goals, forwards that score goals, 4-0.
Am I right in thinking that Solanke and Kola Mawani are back?
Mawani's played in a pre-season friendly and backstage, Mawani.
Yeah.
Well, he said the last game. Who did we play last? Leeds.
Yes, darling.
Yeah. Sorry, Jess. 2-1, wasn't it? He said that he's not going to take a chance with Solanke. He'll be ready for after the international break. So I would imagine if he's going to play him, it'd be second half.
I literally don't know what to do for this game.
4-0.
No, I'm definitely not doing 4-0. Yeah, can you imagine? Bloody hell. Our away form's better than our home form. I'm going to do 2-1 Spurs, which is a really same as Chang, but I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced it won't be a draw. But
be ashamed of yourself.
Oh yeah, let's just say 4-0 and be wrong every week. Like you
Not
said,
always wrong, though.
what did you say we was going to beat Leeds? Was it 4-0?
No, 3-0, I said, Leeds.
3-0, yeah.
You got the 3 right, just the wrong way around. Leeds got a goal.
Oh dear, we need to win that game anyway. 2-0 Spurs. I'd love to think Vicario could keep a clean sheet, but I'm not convinced. 2-1 Villa. Solanke's out. He farted and pulled his arse muscle. Spurs, where you can get a dead leg and be out for a month. I know. 3-1 Spurs is Tim Rice. Any win I will take. This should be a good game. Liverpool versus Manchester United, Jess. A game that Liverpool need to win, I would say. What do you fancy for this one?
Two-one Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool. I was reading the stats, and actually Manchester United.
They always give us a game on the field. They always turn up.
Yeah. But Salah very often scores against United.
Season, really poor.
Yeah. So it's going to be a tricky one. Chang, do you see Liverpool getting back on track with this game?
They will get back on track, but it would be a very, very, very close game. I was actually going for a home win, but I think United, they somehow or other, they always turn up for this sort of ties. And it's going to be a case of which of the two Reds, whether it's going to be the Red Devils or the Reds who's going to come out on top. I will be sticking with my prediction of a draw for this game. I fancy a draw. One apiece between Liverpool and Man United for me.
I've gone with you, Chang, in the fact I've got a draw, but I've gone 2 apiece. I think that Man United, just like you say, they seem to be able to do something every time. Big up Marianne. Have a lovely day, and see you soon. Jimbo, do you think United are that shit that they're going to lose? What's your thoughts?
3-1 Liverpool and United get a dodgy penalty.
Okay. 3-1 Liverpool. I think it's a really tough game, but like Jess said, it's just I've just got a feeling that Man United will do something, and I also have got a feeling that things are all pointing to Arsenal's way at the minute, so I think they'll get a draw. And then the final game of the weekend, I believe, is Monday night, and it is West Ham versus Brentford. Chang, what's your fancy for this one? West Ham, by the way, their fans are boycotting this game. So they're expecting a very low attendance because they're protesting against the ownership. So they're not expecting hardly any West Ham fans to turn up. So just so you know.
I think this is one of those games that's going to end up in a ball draw. I was thinking of bucking the trend and maybe going for a goalless draw between West Ham and Brentford. But I think there should be at least a goal or two, which is why I will be sticking with my draw prediction, except that it's going to finish one apiece between West Ham and Brentford. My 10th and final prediction for match week 8 will also be my 4th 1-all draw. For match week 8, it's going to finish West Ham United 1, Brentford 1.
Jim, I'm going to come to you because I don't know what to do for this game, so I need more time to think. Obviously, it's Nuno's first game at the London Stadium.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I think it's going to be quite empty in there. I'm going to go 2-1 Brentford. I think West Ham are going to go down this season, back to where they belong.
Please let that happen.
Well, that's where they belong in the Championship. They don't belong in the Premiership.
No, I agree. Take Nottingham Forest with you as well. We don't want them.
What are you going to say? Take that then.
Their seats are so far away, it's always difficult to see if any fans are there. Yeah, it's a very strange setup, that stadium. Jess, West Ham Brentford, what are you thinking?
2-1 Brentford.
Oh, same as Jimbo. You said 2-1 Brentford, didn't you, Jim? I'm going for a boring 0-0. Really boring, hard to watch. little quality. Oh, look, it's a dog. Which dog is this?
This is Mrs.
Mrs.
Yeah.
Hey, Mrs. Oh my God, she's so cute. So yeah, I'm going for a boring 0-0 draw for that one. So we will see. We'll see some good games this weekend. It'll be interesting to see who's right and who's wrong. With that, Jess, are you doing watch-alongs over the weekend?
Yeah, always busy. Always something going on.
Yeah.
New show tomorrow, Crime Night. So
what's this?
Oh, we're starting a new thing. We started it last week. We did a bit of conspiracies, and then we went into Jill Dando and a few murder cases. So we're going to do one every week. We're starting with Lucy Letby tomorrow, and then every Saturday. It's just a new show. Me and Stacey are going to do at 9:30 on a Saturday night because a lot of people like
What's it called?
Crime Night.
Crime Night.
Okay, no,
Bloody hell, they best not look into you too deeply, Jimbo, or we might find you on there. That's interesting. I was talking to Jim, and look, there's a reason I haven't gone into the fact that Tottenham have announced that there's 2 sporting directors with Paratici and Johan Lang. Because if I'm honest, I don't care. I could not give a shit. I just want to come on and talk about the games and stuff. And I'm I completely lost my mojo. We've taken 2 weeks off YouTube, and I've got to be honest, apart from the people, I didn't miss it at all. I didn't miss talking about football. So we're still obviously going to do these Friday shows, but the rest of the week, we're going to play it by ear. If we feel like doing it, we'll do it. If we don't, we don't. And we might branch out and do some slightly different things on the channel and talk about different stuff. We're not sure. It might be that
we're going to do a mental health one soon as well. And a members show as well.
Yeah.
We haven't done a members show for ages.
No, that probably fit one of them in this week. But we might have a night where we talk about, I don't know.
Next week.
What?
You said we fit one in this week. It's Friday, darling.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it is. Why did I think it was Monday? Next week, we'll do a members show. We was going to do a mental health show, but I had a complete breakdown and couldn't even speak. So I couldn't do it myself. But we will do one. But yeah, it'll be a case of, like I say, Jim and I might just say, oh, I fancy a chinwag about, I don't know, films or something, and we might just come on here and talk about it. It might not always be football. I just think from taking a step back, you see how oversaturated YouTube is with not just Tottenham YouTubers, but just football. And and a lot of it is talking about the same thing, which is fine. People have got to do what they've got to do, and big up to anyone who's doing it. But I can't be asked to sit here and talk about the fact
I do different things on mine, and instead of football, we do a lot of different stuff on mine. It's not always about football, is it? Like we did, like Rodder said last week, it got you thinking. That's why we decided to do it, like different things, quiz and bits and pieces. You know what I mean? Keeps it fresh, doesn't it? And it's not always football. Yeah, attracts a different audience as well, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. And like I say, we're just fans. I don't really care what goes on in the background. Obviously it was a big thing that Levy left, but I've seen so many streams about the fact there's 2 sporting directors, and I could not give a shit. I really couldn't. When I was growing up, football weren't about what was going on in the background. It was just about watching the games, enjoying the games, and that sort of stuff. What were you going to say, Jimbo?
Well, Joey put, I ain't getting involved in those MH shows now. What's MH?
Mental health.
Oh.
Joey, I think they helped you. They encouraged you to write your book. So I think they helped you more than you realise.
Yeah, they're a good outlet for people. And it's nice because, you think you know somebody, and sometimes you hear their story, and they come on and tell their story, or they write the right things in the chat, and you realise, that it's people have got problems in the background that we don't realise.
Yeah.
That's why I hate all this bollocks on YouTube where people are going at each other, and because you don't know what's going on in the background of people's lives.
No, exactly. Everyone's got problems and issues, and I just said to Jim, I'm pleased with our channel. I think what we've done, in the 2 years we've had it, and where we are is great. And I would hate to just shut it down and walk away. But at the same time, I can't just carry on doing content about football for the sake of it. It's just not me. I've lost the interest in doing it. It's just not me. I'm like I say, we're fans. We're not actually pundits.
I think the thing is, Kate, a lot of it is there's so many channels now, right?
Yeah.
And it's like rinse and repeat with a lot of it, you know. So that's why we don't like to talk about something too much. We like to go from one thing to another, you know, because it just gets boring otherwise for the people watching. And some people, this is their outlet. They like to come and watch it and have a laugh, and that's why we like to keep it nice and easy.
Yeah. Got to jump off, Kate and Jimbo. Have an amazing weekend, everyone. See you same time next week, and sending love to everyone. Big up, Anthony. Thank you for your nice words. But yeah, I'm just letting people know, really. And like I say, Joey, they're not for everyone. It's just they're open for people. I mean, I've got to be honest and say, on what day is it? So Friday, Wednesday, Mickey Hazard actually rung me because he'd seen my video and he rung to just check I was all right, which I thought was so sweet. And he was talking to me about 2 people that they've just laid benches for, 2 young people that have both taken their own lives. Ricky Hatton's come out that he hung himself. Yeah. And I just think these things are important. So listen, if you're looking for a channel that's hard hitting football news, this probably isn't going to be the channel for you, because we are going to branch off. But the Friday shows will always stay the same.
It's just like it's always been a bit not too intense, you know, but like more just having a laugh and, you know.
Yeah, especially with the festive season coming up. Just there'll be some light-hearted stuff.
And people going at each other. Like me and Jess have a little laugh about 2-1.
You wait till she sees you. She's going to smack you right in the face.
She hasn't told me off yet, so.
No.
It's all fun, isn't it? Like I said, that's why I do different things on mine, because it just keeps it fresh and it attracts a new audience. Like, I love football, don't get me wrong, but it can also be very, very vile at times. And I'm not in for that. You know what I'm like? I'm just chill. I don't like in my chat. Like we did it last week, and I thought, oh God, this is going to really divide opinion, what we're going to do here. And I swear to God, it's one of the best streams I've ever done. Everybody was so respectful of everybody's opinions. And I come off that show and I'm like, I really enjoy this. I want to do more of it. Me and Stacey have been talking about crime for a while and thought, do you know what, let's just roll with it and do something different on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
Just away from football. And I really enjoy it.
Talk about, Jess.
Oh, there's plenty.
Yeah. Plenty. But yeah, like I say, Jimbo and I, we come on here to talk like we would if we were sitting in our front room. It's just we do it on here so we get other people involved, like you're sitting in a pub, really, and that's how we want it to be. So, but it's just won't all constantly be about football. But there's certain shows that will. I love football, but prefer hot Cornish pasty. Big up Phil Coyers. Joey says, I watch some of these football streams and think if you spoke to me like that in a pub, you're getting it. It is. Do you know what, Joey? It's vile. It is vile at times, and I don't ever want to go down that road, and I've had it where it's put me off and made me want to leave, and I just think, oh, all over a game of bloody football, it's just not worth it. So but we will keep it chill here no matter what happens, and we love our Friday shows with Jess and Chang. So
I love it as well. We get all other football people in as well from other states.
Yeah, exactly. Adds to the banter.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad I never just did a Leeds channel and I've done a fan channel, because there's plenty in there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Opinion different as well, so it's not all guided on one team, which I do enjoy.
Exactly. Mr. Chang, any streams planned for yourself?
Well, we didn't mention earlier that the pre-match pump up will be on a Sunday, not a Saturday. Thank you for correcting me there. So, assuming I have nothing on tomorrow, there should be 2 streams for me. Although I think the stream at noon with Jose Garcia on Elsa Cockrell, I think that's going to be postponed because he's going to the game. I was told that Senor Garcia and Mr. Adrian Stroker are going to be meeting up for the home game against Villa. So all the best, and I hope they both enjoy the game, which leaves the pre-match pump-up on Sunday to be my only other stream broadcast for the weekend. As long as I'm not called Chang the Cannibal or whatever that was, whatever he called me last year. I can't remember what he called me last year.
Changable,
I would
Channibal the Cannibal. I think it was Changable the
something
Cannibal.
along those lines. But thank you so much for reminding me, Mr. Dre Button. Yeah, yeah. The pre-match pump up should be my one and only stream for the rest of this weekend. I am so glad. You have no idea how glad I am that the domestic football is back, and we won't be seeing any more international football for a good long while now. Not until I think the end of the year, just before Christmas. I believe.
November, by the way, Chang, which is about 3 weeks away. We've got
Oh, November.
Yeah, November. Yeah, we've got another one.
Thanks for reminding me. I was hoping that it would be a lot closer to Christmas, so at least then we can get some momentum going in both our European and domestic campaign. But okay, if November's the next break, then I'll take that. And absolutely cannot wait for this weekend's fixtures to get underway. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you very much once again, Miss Kate and Mr. Boxer, for having me back on the Perfect Match. Always a pleasure to see Miss Jessie again. And till the next time, we all reconvene again. Chang over and out from Southeast Asia.
Chang, it's always a pleasure having you on. The Christmas tree will be going up soon, probably the first or second week in November. I love Christmas. Let's get Halloween out of the way and then it goes up, I'm afraid. Jess, obviously you've got crime night tomorrow night at 9:30. Anything else going on?
Quiz, watch-alongs. We've got the Halloween dressing up quiz. We're all getting dressed up for Halloween and doing the quiz.
When's that?
31st of October, which is a Friday at 8 o'clock.
I'll have to remember that.
Night. We're all going to get dressed up. Me, Stacey, and I, and Cruzy. Crime night tomorrow. Football watch-alongs all over the weekend. You know how it rolls, Kate. Busy.
Exactly. So make sure everyone goes over to Jess's and subscribes over there. We are back on Sunday for the pre-match pump-up. Ben and Sim, bless them. Basically, I said that it's too much for me doing them every week or 3 times a week. And they just said, take as long as you want. But we're going to come back and do the pump-up on Sunday for sure. So we'll be over on We Are Tottenham TV at 12:30. And we'll be here next week with definitely a member show and possibly a mental health show as well. Thank you to Moondog for the 5 super chats. Bless your heart. And also, or 4 super chats, sorry. And also Vindaloo for the super chat. Jimbo, do you want to end the show?
Yeah, you're all laughing at me. Let's see how you're laughing at me if we come back Monday when it's 4-0. Eh? You're all taking the piss. We are the mighty Spurs. We are in 3rd, right? The quad is still on till it's not on. Don't laugh at me. When we win some trophies this season, you'll all be saying sorry to Jimbo. Not you Spurs.
Giving opinions with no regret, smashing the top bins, like in the onion net. Talking the talk with Kate and Jim, and walking the walk, just listen in. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter. Mix and transfer news, it's what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jimbo always keeps a positive spin, while Kate's Mickey has a name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like Lenny stop robbing, or she's just flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping. The perfect match, you just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match, you just got to latch onto that perfect match.